Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you're all really well. Sorry for my appearance today, but as you can tell by the title of this video, today is Clean Out My Wardrobe Day, and I'm going to be giving you guys tips on how to spring clean your wardrobe. I do this twice a year, and I always have, going from winter into spring and then again going from summer into autumn. I like to just clean out my wardrobe, and instead of having everything in my wardrobe and having it really kind of overwhelming, I like to just have the stuff that's relevant for that season. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to spring clean your wardrobe, and this is how I do it, so I hope it helps some of you. First of all, the most important thing is get into comfy clothes. Tie your hair up like I have, get into your most comfortable clothes and just make sure you're comfy. Then I think it's really important to clean up the surrounding area of your wardrobe. So obviously if it's in your bedroom, clean up the floor in your bedroom where I'm kind of covered in clothes, take out the bin, just make sure there's like surface area on the ground that's free, because you're going to need it to make piles. And I also think it just helps you kind of clear your headspace. If everything else is messy around you, it's pretty hard to make a tidy wardrobe. So the first thing I'm going to do is take everything out my wardrobe, and I know this may seem a bit daunting and extreme, but I think it's the best way to do it. So one by one I take things off the hangers and I'm going to start placing them into piles. So as I'm taking them off, I've got 4 piles going. One is keep, one is store, one is donate, and one is bin. So the bin pile, as it sounds, those are clothes that are just not wearable. I wouldn't even give them to a charity shop because they're either dirty or stained or just something like broken, they've got holes in them, so those are going in the bin. The donate pile, those are going to go to my sisters first and friends to look through to see if they want anything, and whatever's left I will take to my local charity store. The keep clothes is just the stuff that I know straight away I'm going to probably want to keep that. And then the storage pile is where I'm going to put my autumn and winter clothes, so my thick heavy jumpers that are just not appropriate for this time of year. And I actually fold these up and put them in vacuum pack bags. So these are just really good clear plastic bags. You fold your clothes up and you lay them in, and then you kind of press all the air out, and it makes it really small to store. And I either find a random drawer in the house to put them in, or you can store them under your bed. They really don't take up much space. So once I've taken absolutely everything out of my wardrobe, including my drawer that has just become so messy it's embarrassing, I then go through my keep pile, and for this I like to go through item one by one and decide if I'm definitely going to keep it or not. And if some things I'm unsure about, I'll definitely try them on. I'll recommend trying on as much as you can, looking in the mirror, getting a second opinion if there's someone else in the house, and if you can't, then try and take a photo of yourself and then look at the photo, because it's kind of easier to get perspective when you're looking at a photo rather than just looking in the mirror. I'd say definitely try and be brutal. If you haven't worn something in a year, don't keep it. I've done that before in the past and it's just sat in a drawer for another year, and there's just no point because someone else might really enjoy wearing that item. So now my wardrobe's completely empty, I'm going to give it a proper clean, because really how often do you get to clean the inside of your wardrobe when it's just full of clothes? It's quite a rare occasion that you have your wardrobe empty like when you first bought it. So I'm just taking some kind of standard cleaning products and just getting rid of any dust, and there actually is quite a lot of dust build-up, so I'm going to be cleaning that out, cleaning the inside of the drawers and all the way up the walls. If you get moths in your wardrobe, and you might not even know you do, because I've personally never even seen a moth, but I know that sometimes I can get tiny little holes, especially on the bottom of my tops, and that's a sign that you've got moths in your wardrobes. The smell of mothballs, I don't know if any of you remember like mothballs that people used to use back in the good old days, stink, but you really don't have to use anything like that anymore. There's so many good products for keeping moths out of your wardrobe. My friend Jenny from Manhattan Closets gave me a really good tip for hanging this special little kind of potpourri cone in my wardrobe, and this is filled with all kind of nice smelling things like lavender, and so not only does it smell nice, but it also has cedarwood in it, which helps keep the moths away. There's quite a few ingredients and there's certain smells that the moths just really don't like. I also like to spray a bit of kind of wardrobe spray inside while it's empty, just to give it a nice fresh scent. So now I'm going to be putting my clothes back in the wardrobe, and I personally like to use quite specific hangers. I used to always collect the Topshop hangers, so I do have a lot of those in there. A little tip, if you are buying clothes from Topshop, you can ask to keep the hangers and they'll happily give them to you, and they are good ones. I've recently started buying non-slip rubber hangers, and these are really good because not only do they stop any kind of dents in the shoulders of your clothes, but they're non-slip, they look really nice, And I also have the ones for trousers, which are really good because you just kind of hang the trousers over them and it keeps everything really compact and looking neat, and they're non-slip, and I'm a bit obsessed with these hangers. So I'm putting everything back in one by one, and I think everyone has a personal preference on how they like to put things in their wardrobe. I don't do things kind of colour coordinated because personally I don't wake up and think, I want to wear an orange top. I think I want to wear a shirt and jeans. So I put my clothes in by shirts, jackets, going out tops, t-shirts, jumpers. I kind of put them like in collections like that. My aim for this spring wardrobe clean out was to kind of hang as many clothes as I could, because personally I prefer hanging clothes because then I can actually see what's there. When clothes are in drawers, I never end up wearing them. So this time round I've only kept my basic vest tops and plain long sleeve tops in the drawer, and everything else is hanging. For the drawer, I like to fold my clothes instead of folding them on top of each other so that the things on the bottom you never really see. I like to fold them like this. I think that means you can see all your clothes and it looks nicer. It's so much easier to kind of navigate around the drawer. So that's the end of my spring wardrobe cleanup. I ended up with 2 giant bin bags of stuff to donate, 1 giant bin bag of stuff to throw away, and I feel really kind of refreshed and spring-like. And now that my wardrobe is all clean and new, I can go out and buy new clothes and feel like when I put them in my wardrobe they won't get lost amongst all the old rubbish. So I hope you found these tips really helpful. Let me know if you also like to spring clean your wardrobe, and if you have any other tips that I didn't mention. I love a good wardrobe organisation. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!